My 22F ex-girlfriend, 24F, is pregnant with my brother's 27 meters baby, but he doesn't want a romantic relationship with her. Now she wants to get back together with me and I don't know what to do. Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a good Thanksgiving. 2 years ago when I, 22F, was 20, I dated a girl named Rachel, who was 22 at the time. She's now 24. We dated for a little over a year and then we broke up. She broke up with me. About 2 months later, I came home from work and she was at my house, hanging out with my brother, then 25. She insisted it was nothing but a friendship, but it was later confirmed that this was a FWB situation, and she had feelings for my brother which he didn't reciprocate. Not long after my brother moved out to the city and began dating a girl there. Rachel was really upset about it and one night we ran into each other at a bar and one thing led to another and we hooked up a few times. It never progressed more than that even though I wanted it to because a month later she moved to the city as well. Last night she called me and dropped the bomb that she's pregnant with my brother's kid. He said that he wants a relationship with the baby and is willing to support her and the baby financially. He doesn't want anything more than a co-parenting relationship with Rachel. Now Rachel is telling me she made a mistake by breaking up with me. She wants to give our relationship another shot. I love her and I want to be in a relationship with her, but I don't know if she's telling me the truth or if she's just scared to have this baby not in a relationship. I'm worried that the moment my brother shows her any attention she'll leave me for him. I really don't know what I should do. Don't do it, dude. It does sound like she doesn't want to be a single mother, even though your brother is the father. It's okay to love her, but don't put yourself in a situation you may regret, because as soon as she got pregnant, she wanted to be in a relationship with you when she saw that your brother still wasn't interested in her romantically. I think your brother and her should both fuck off. Why do you hate yourself? Karma. Block both of them. Currently have her blocked while I think, woman face palming. Would you like to be her temporary plan B? I don't. Pensive face, and that is what I'm scared of. She says that that's not what's going on and it just took her a while to work through her feelings for me. My 23F boyfriend, 26 meters, is sexualizing my faith and I don't know if I should tell him I don't like it. Edit, we talked, it went great. Big thanks to the people who actually tried to be helpful. I'm a Christian, my boyfriend is an atheist. We haven't had too many problems when it comes to our religious differences. However, I've heard from his friends that he used to talk shit / make fun of Christians a lot but stopped after we started dating. He's been really respectful of my beliefs and I'm respectful of his. But I've started to notice while we're being intimate he'll kiss around my cross and mutter things about how he's turning a good Christian girl bad and how Jesus is watching. And it really makes me uncomfortable. It's not really the corruption kink that makes me uneasy. I'm not really a vanilla person, but rather it's direct tied to my faith. I feel like if I were to tell him I don't like it, it would be a little hypocritical since I've talked into things he was hesitant about. And it's not like he does it all the time, so I feel like it can just deal with it. I just don't know if I should tell him I don't like it or just let him have his fun. Edit, I don't need other people, especially random ones on Reddit, dictating how I identify my beliefs, my relationship with my God, or how I live my life. Thank you for your time though. He might genuinely just think that you like it. You just need to let him know gently that you're not into it and reiterate that your faith is important to you and you'd rather leave that out of the bedroom. It's never hypocritical to say what you aren't into sexually. Sex is supposed to be fun and safe for all the people involved. If something isn't fun for you, you can ask for it to stop, and your partner needs to respect that. I'm a Christian, and this would make me uncomfortable as well. Communicate with him. I'm not a Christian, and it would make me uncomfortable. I would just tell him that's a no zone. Some kinks just need a no and he should accept that. Just ask him. He'd probably think you like it and he wouldn't like it if knew you didn't. My uncle got mad with me when I asked him not to touch me, and was passive aggressive for the next half hour. I got fed up and says something that really offended him. How do I make this up to him? I, teenage male, not willing to say how old, have had a bad Thanksgiving. I went to my grandparents' house for dinner, and there were immediately problems, the least of which being that some people weren't wearing masks. The worst problem was that my uncle, 42, I'll call him A, tried to hug me when I walked in and got pissy when I told him no. He has a high-risk job, and I thought there was a chance he was infected. A was passive-aggressive for a while afterwards, saying things like, "Oh, I'd carve the turkey, but I don't think Op would be okay with that, or are you sure I should touch that?" I think it's fine, but Op clearly doesn't. After 20 minutes of this, I got fed up. I know I'm in the wrong for this, but I told him to shut up and quit his bitching. He stopped talking, and he refused to eat dinner. Half an hour after, he got up and left. Tried to apologize for what I said, but I refused to accept it. What should I do? I really don't want to lose our relationship, but I'm not about to kiss his ass and say that I shouldn't have told him to stop either. You tolerated that shit for 20 minutes before telling him to shut up. You're more patient than me. Fuck that guy. 1. It's a pandemic, and your entire family should be taking that seriously. I'm glad you were. 2. No one is entitled to touch you in any way you aren't comfortable, pandemic or not. 3. Why didn't your parents step in and tell him to knock it off? As a mother, if anyone treated my kid like that, I'd step in. 4. Is your uncle 4? Because he sounds like it. 5. Stop apologizing. He should be apologizing to you, and so should any adult who let him bully you and just stood around. This grown man threw a fit because you didn't want a hug, and he turned it into a passive-aggressive temper tantrum. Yeah, another adult needed to step in at the point and tell him to fuck off. Stop trying to apologize. You have nothing to apologize for. This 42-year-old is acting 6. He needs to grow the fuck up. If he pulled this shit in the real world, there would be consequences. If he did this at work, he'd get written up for harassment. Tell him to fuck off. Grown-ass man acting like a toddler, don't apologize and do nothing. You have every right to not want someone to touch you, especially during these times. My question is, why didn't the other adults tell him to stop picking on a kid or to shut the F up, or better yet grow the hell up? You did nothing wrong, Op. He sounds like a little bitch.